Welcome to Chakra International. I am Nirabhadana speaking. This is the report on World Inequality report produced by WL. This is related to civil service prelim examination CMAT SIDBI grade A. World Inequality report published by World Inequality Lab. And in every large region of the world, with the exception of Europe, the share of the bottom 50% total earnings is less than 15%. Is less than 10% in Latin America, Sub-Saharan Africa and Middle East, while the share of the richest 10% is over 40% in many regions, closer to 60%. But what perhaps more striking is that it related to wealth. The share of the bottom 50% world in total global weight is 2% by their estimates, and the share of the top 10% is 76%. So wealth is a major source of future economic gains and increasingly of power and influence. This precedents further increase in inequality in future. The extreme concentration of economic power in the hands of a very small minority of the super rich, the wealth of the top 10% globally, which constitute the middle class in rich countries and merely rich in poor countries, is actually growing slower than world average, but the top 1% growing much faster. Between 95 to 2002 and top 1% captured 38% of global incremental wealth, while the bottom 50% captured only 2%. The share of wealth owned by the global 0.1% rose from 7% to 11% over that period, and the global billionaire wealth also soared. The global 50% captured the 8% total income measured by the purchasing power parity. Global bottom 50% owns 2% of wealth at the purchasing power parity. The global 10% owns 76% total household wealth and captured 52% total income in 2021. Note that the top wealth holders are not necessarily top income holders. Incomes are measured after the operation of the pension and unemployment system and before the taxes and transfers. In Latin America, top 10% captured the 55% national income compared to 36% in Europe. Income is measured after pension and unemployment contribution benefit made by received by individual but before the income tax and other transfer. In Brazil, bottom 50% on 29 times less than the top 10%. In top 10% in Latin America captures 77% total household weight versus 22% in middle 40% and 1% the bottom 50%. Europe top 10% won 58% of total wealth versus 38% for the middle 40% and 4% of bottom 50%. Global inequality as measured by the ratio of top 10 to bottom 50 between the average income of top 10% and average income of bottom 50% more than doubled between 1820 and 1910, and from less than 20 to about 40 and stabilized at 40 between 1920 to 2022. It is too early to say whether the decline in global inequality observed in 2000 will continue. Income is measured per capita after pension, unemployment insurance, transfer and before the income tax wealth. The importance of between the country equality is overall global inequality as measured by the THEL index rose between 1820 and 1930 and strongly declined since then. In 2020 between country inequality makes up about a third global inequality between individuals. The rest is due to inequality within the countries. The income measured per capita after pension, the public wealth is the sum of all financial and non-financial assets, net of debts held by government and public wealth. This is the most important. Dropped 60% of national income 1970 to minus 106% 2020 in UK. The growth rate among the poorest half of the population were between 3% and 4% per year between 1995 to 2021, since the group started from the very low wealth level and its absolute level of growth remained very low. The poorest half of the world populations only captured 2.3% of overall wealth growth since 1995. Top 1% benefited from high growth rate 3% to 9% per year. This group captured 38% of total wealth growth between 1995 to 2021. Net household wealth is equal to the sum of the financial asset and non-financial asset and net of their debts. The share of wealth detained by the global top 0.01% rose from 7% in 1995 to 11% in 2021. The top 0.01% is composed of 5,20,000 adults in 2021. The entry threshold of this group rose from $693,000 euro purchasing power parity in 1995 to 1,66,000 today. The billionaires corresponds to individual owning at least $1 billion in nominal terms. The net household wealth is equal to sum of the financial asset and non-financial asset, excluding the debt. The graph, the present average of top 1% personal wealth shares in Western Europe and the US between 1910 and 2022, and top 1% was 55% average in Europe and 43% US. A century later, US almost back to its early 20th century level. The female labor income share rose from 34% to 38% in North America between 1990 to 2022. The female labor participation share in India is 18%. GHG footprint is 2.2 carbon dioxide per persons. Transfer index 5.520 for India. India average income is 7,400 euro PPP. India average wealth 35,800 euro PPP. India population 139.3 crores are 2021. Average GHG footprint is the total amount of greenhouse gases including the carbon dioxide and methane that are generated by our action. With this, the present copy, like, subscribe, put the bell icon. Thank you.